Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, up, ran, and gone. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Rose, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Edmonds. Looking left side, and it's complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run with Jackson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Edmonds. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the pulling after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting them to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Check back 16, check back 16.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A gain of 6 there on first. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on first down, Edmonds. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. Powers through. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times we've seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw on second down, Edmonds. Throw left side complete. That's ball. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
A gain of 29.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. 47 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Edmonds. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On 3rd down, Edmonds. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
Don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the
hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
The quarterback sacked.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taken in at the 22.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Packers.
Let's bring it.
On first down, Edmonds. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And it's a Packers touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Number 3. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Edmonds. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
The Vikings
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. That catch good for only a couple. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edmonds. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. The Bucs are in a position where they need to win out and get some help. But a victory there does improve their mark to 6-7. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. The Rams are hoping now to just avoid double-digit losses on the year. And they avoid that fate, at least for 1 week, with their 4th victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Le'Veon Bell over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go, D.
To throw on third down. Edmonds in trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 43. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing through the contact. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Back to throw. Edmonds. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, Edmonds. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tackles. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ortiz. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll look to throw again.
at the 37.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Edmonds. Throw left side, complete. That's Rose. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded right around his own 43. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You got three down.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
First down, Packers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so solid now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 7.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll run on first down. Rose. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ortiz. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Number 16. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete to number 88. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete on the screen play. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. And touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, hear the remote's clicking off right now. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On third down, this is Jackson. He stiff arms him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On first down, it's Rose, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down, it's Jackson, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting moments of this one. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ortiz. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.